All right, so we live on this other one, man. So go on and switch over. I'm gonna keep this one open until it die, but switch over to oh shit, it's already on. We good. So I can kill this. Boom. That's how you. That's how you make that switch. Oh shit. We back. We ain't thing. We ain't here, man. I gotta see them 12, man. Gotta see them 12. Where you from, Muff Daddy? Huh. So I went to the cannabis store, right? I stopped fucking with Connected for this reason. This particular store gives you 25% off if you're a new customer and then 25% off if you bring somebody. And they be having eighths under $20. It might be like $19 or something like that. But that's out the door. So basically, 20 we rounded off $20. So I'm gonna get an eighth for $15 all day. But they had this sale yesterday, a quarter of some fire wedding cake. A quarter of wedding cake for like $36. You do the math. That's two eighths for $36. But guess what? I brought my brother. So I got 25% off. So I got a whole quarter for $28. $28. Hey, Muff Daddy, do you have Instagram? Do you have Instagram? Dirty is on a crusade to talk to people in other countries. Like, I didn't already connected the country. Like, I talk to people in other states and all that regularly. But I need to talk to people in other countries. Like, I talked to somebody in from UK, and I'm trying to let me see. I'm trying to hook up with Andy in Australia, and then I'll talk to you in Scotland. That's the plan. You in Sacramento, Ant? You in Sacramento? It's over there off of 47. It's like SCCG. Because I'm going to tell you now, I'm going to make them change the policy. Like, I'm about to 25% they ass to death. You already know how dirty 25. I need my 25%. They gave me 25%. So I'm going to bring, man, because look, I brought my brother, right? My brother didn't even buy nothing. And I still got 25% off. So think about it. I'm bringing my mama one time, my sister another time, the homie another. I'm about to 25% they ass to death until they change the policy. Shit, I'm still smoking on the quarter I got. I still got some left. That shit fire too. And for y'all that was wondering about that cheesecake at the end of that one video, that cheesecake, that slice of pie, that's 25%. That was 25%. I said when I went to the house that night, we was talking about Thanksgiving, right? We was talking about Thanksgiving. Well, when I went to the Thanksgiving thing and I was made off with a cheesecake, well, there was another part of the cheesecake I had to be sure I was gonna get it. So I waited till it got about 25%. I watched, seen everybody bust their slices off. I'm like, yeah, that's about 25%. I got my shit. I was out of there. And that was the the picture. Against the grain. What's happening, man? Where you been? Yeah, hey, Aunt. Yeah, we go tomorrow. I need 25%. Hell yeah. You get 25%, but you get 25% whether you come with me or without me. But still, I need 25%. So shit, I want to go get my issue. They still got some eighths under $20. They had like a cool little selection. I go in there, when I go in, I ask which one off top. They might be like, we got 5 different kinds. All I want to know is which one got the highest THC. Which one got the highest THC? That's what I'm going with. I ain't talking about with the CBD. I'm talking about which one got the highest THC. Let me make sure that's right. The highest. Well, they don't even say on this. They don't say, but the highest THC level. Hold on. Before it go crazy, let me put this disclaimer out there. I am not in no way, shape, or form associated with a prison gang by the name of 2 5. I do not. I am not associated with them or no in no way, shape, or form. So I'm just putting that out there before 25% take off. What's up, Brandon? He said anchoring back up in this thing. Wait, where is it? Oh, Ohio, Ohio. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I ain't gonna lie. He said he been getting to the bag. Divorce expensive and shit. I bet. Look, I'm probably gonna carry on until I finally realize that of divorce is something that you just need to have. Cause I just keep living my life, to be honest with you. But it's eventually a motherfucker, cause you want to be able to have certain things. You don't want to get your money up, and then she come back out of blue and try to take the shit. So it's best to get a divorce. Yeah, but yeah, you gotta get to the bag regardless. I was talking to somebody, I was telling them, man, and remember, these are only my views. Only my views. And I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I'm a human. But I think a job like a job is a trap. Like I think a job is a trap. Like when I took that entrepreneur class, in the pen, that kind of changed my thinking. Like, I don't know if dude knew what he was doing, but he kind of messed us up and let us know that like you can own. Why work for somebody else when you can work for yourself? And why rent when you can own? These are the things that they put in our head. That's why it was called the game class. But one of the things he did is he put entrepreneur minds in people that wasn't entrepreneurs. But he put entrepreneur minds on people that had the seed that could be germinated. And that's what he did with me. And off top, I pointed out that, a job is a trap, man. It's a damn trap. Because and I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Not all jobs, but when you hear my theory, you'll understand where I'm coming from. So you go to work, you work hard, you go home, you go to sleep, you wake up, you go to work, you come home, go to sleep. You're programmed. You do it every day, every day, every day, every day, right? Where's your freedom at though? Where's your freedom to create? Where's your freedom to like do what you want to do when you want to do it? So that's why an entrepreneur, that's the difference. Now, let me get this straight. Because I was talking to somebody else earlier about a career. There's a difference when you got a job and you got a career. A career is something where you can work into where you can have your own and you can make your own hours and you got people work for you. That's a career. That's something that you went to school for. That's a career that you built. You can climb to the top of that. But when you work, just think, man. When somebody tell me, man, I've been working at Walmart for 20 years, or 10 years or even 5 years. I'm like, damn, and you a manager. But so that means that you got like a $1.50 raise from a manager, from a worker to a manager. Like that's not a difference. Like they be happy with, they be like, hey, I got a raise. How much you raise? 75 cents. Like, damn. Like that's I've so therefore I knew, and I was willing to not sell my soul and wait to create, and I'm still creating. I'm still creating, and that's why I appreciate the Dirty Nation so much, because y'all push me and propel me to where I'm able to talk to people and have positive conversations. I'm going somewhere and I'm trying to better myself. So that's I was shout out to the Dirty Nation for that, man. But when I say going somewhere, I was hella proud. I sold three merchandises in 3 days. I was hella proud of myself. That back naked, but I got three more shirts I'm about to put up there. And these three shirts right here, I'm giving y'all a heads up. These three shirts right here are each one is different. Each one is different. And they're gonna go to whoever wants them. But you gonna have to, it's first come, first serve. Like first come, first serve. Once you see them shirts in the background, and you see which one you want, because one of them is, I can tell you now, one of them is the bulldog, with the bulldog face, Dirty Weather 916, and it got the YouTube at the bottom. And then I got the regular shirt with my face on the side, and then I got what's the other one? What's the other one? The other one is, fuck. The other one is is a secret until you see it. How about that? Yeah. Just think, man. But anyhow, you get your check, you pay your bills, then you go back to work, and you broke most of the month because you paid all your bills. You cool, it's comfortable. You paid your bills, and now you back working to pay your bills. So you working to pay your bills, which probably sounds logical. It sounds logical, but in my mind, I'm like, if you stuck in that job, then you in the trap, because you stuck. You did doing Walmart for 5 years now, working to pay your bills and not have no freedom. I want my freedom. That's why when I hit my plateau that I'm trying to do, and I get my merchandise and I get the Dirty Weather fully pumping, then I can say, okay, now I'm an entrepreneur, but I'm not there quite yet, because there's still yellow tape and stuff I gotta do. But as far as just hustle, y'all see it. Y'all see it. Y'all see the progress. I do work for YouTube, but right now I don't like my bosses. I don't like no my bosses, because they play with my money, man. They play with my money. So Andrew Macias, I tell you what, and y'all witnesses, y'all witness that I'm telling Andrew this. If you can get to my Instagram, Dirty Weather, what I want you to do is record yourself reading a poem. Record yourself reading a poem about reflection and growth. Reflection and growth. Grande loco. What's up, eh? Like, you know what? It may be a bad thing, it may be a good thing. I don't know. But I just, like I say, number one, I see how managers talk to their subordinates. Like I see how managers talk to, and I know I can't be that guy. Like I can't be the guy that has to sit there and bite the bullet because he talking crazy and I ain't even done that. But I will say this: if I did something wrong, I got it coming, as long as it's respectful in the checking. But if I did my job and motherfucker talking me crazy, you gotta have your shit right. And if it's wrong, then that's where complex kick in. So I already know, man. One of them crazy ass managers is that'll be irreconcilable differences. So why put myself in that position? Why put myself in that position? I will say this though, uh, like and I heard it, and you can Google it, check it, whatever. But in at the Publix in Atlanta, and probably everyone, I think after like 15 years or something, like you can retire from Publix and they give you $1 million. $1 million if you retire from Publix 15 years later, $1 million. Can I get hold on. I ain't see y'all. See, I ain't been saying it. I ain't been saying it a lot like I used to. But y'all be forgetting, man. Out of respect, man. Can I get a man like check? Por favor. Out of respect. It's 20 people watching, and it's only 9 likes. Out of respect. I know we kicking it, but damn, Dirty need them likes. Dirty need them likes. Them likes add up, just like some viewers add up on everything. And yeah, hey, and it ain't gotta be, hey Andrew, it ain't gotta be nothing special. I mean, but it's you. It's you. So however you want to present yourself to the Dirty Nation is how you do it. But you ain't gotta like overthink it or nothing. Just record yourself reading your poem. And I'm gonna post it. Actually, I'm gonna post it. If I do this, I turn reflection into stories, which I am. I can put your poem in the beginning of that. So there you go. Hey, Herb Dizzle, you my dog, man. You my dog, man. Watch time. What do you mean? Watch time. What do you mean? Hey, Grande Loco. If y'all don't know, Grande Loco, his English ain't that good, but Grande Loco be shooting that Spanish, man. Hey, and that's to me, I just want to give you a shout out, Grande, because to me that's an accomplishment that even if they ain't fully able to speak English like that, they still fucking with the Dirty Nation. Shout out to you, man. See, I've been building my brand like since like man 2014, but I came home rapping. Like when I came home in 2013, I was rapping, making songs, but my name wasn't Dirty Weather. My name back then was Kurt Luminous. I said this before, but it was Kurt Luminous, and then I have a whole nother thing that I haven't even like a whole nother thing I haven't even opened up yet. That's a whole nother. We'll talk about music one day, not today though. Oh, watch time. Yeah. Okay, I know what you mean. Watch time. Watch time is the amount of time that people that stay to watch your videos. Like you might got a 10-minute video, but they tune out after 3 minutes. You want them up. Tania Azteca. Was you a stoner in prison? You better believe it. I was a stoner before I went to prison, a stoner while I was in prison, and a stoner out of prison. Like I like it's a part of me. I'm surprised I don't have a weed leaf like tattooed on me somewhere, but me and Mary Jane got a long relationship. Texas prison stories. Man, I smoked the blunt earlier, like in the beginning. other live, because this is second live. Like we've had to play hopscotch. See, I had to like before, like my lives were cut off. Like I was known for live suddenly cutting off, battery dying, and no get back. That's what I was known for. So I tried to make the change, the transition, and be prepared. So that's why I got the backup phone. The backup phone. And all I gotta do is go live on this one and just let everybody know. Switch. Feeling like a winner when I smoke a little pinner. Hey, you might have thought that was a rhyme, right? But that's some real shit. That's some real shit. We was smoking sticks in the pen and happy. Now we would go to the yard to specifically find some weed. I come back to the cell, whoop it to my cell, like, look, blood, I got a stick. Feeling like a winner because I got me his pinner. That's what they was. Matter of fact, sticks in the pen, sticks of weed in the pen is smaller than what we consider penners. Like what we consider penner joints out here is hella fatter than what the sticks they be smoking in the pen. That's what's up, Texas. How much was a cap in Cali? A cap. See, here's the thing. It kind of got confusing because a cap is a $10. We call it a hat. A hat is $10. That's supposed to be like you're supposed to be able to get you two sticks for $10. And a chapstick cap, I remember at one point they was like $100. But you get you a chapstick cap for $50. It might not be all the way to the top, or you might not get some nuggets. Some motherfuckers be scandalous. They were breaking that shit down and filling up the chapstick cap with hella dust. Hell nah. Stuff some nuggets up in that motherfucker. I'll gladly pay 50. Hemp Annex, what's up, bro? You say he called them papers for 10, but can only roll one. I mean, eventually, like if you, it's all about your standards. Like you can roll two skinny minis, as we call them, or you can roll you a one cool one. That's what $10 gonna get you. Yeah, I remember. I remember me and emotional ass Sally, right? When I first started hustling in prison, when I first started hustling, y'all know I was selling cans, half cans, quarter cans of tobacco, jars, half jars, and quarter jars of coffee. And then on top of that, I call myself selling weed, right? So this story right here, man, this ain't that long though. So anyhow, I caught myself wanting to hustle. So the homie D Hunt, right? This motherfucker, he said, I can get you some stuff. I just need you to go to the store. He said, I can get you $50 worth of weed, right? He say, I can go to the store for him. He gave me a list of shit to go to the store and get for this $50, right? So when I finally go to get my shit, why would I go up to the cell where D was up in this motherfucker? This motherfucker was gnawing on my bundle. He was trying to get in my bundle, right? I was like, damn, that's mine. That's my shit. I paid for it, right? So then when I go back to the cell and I bust it down, right? I bust it down. I'm like, man, I don't know what I'm looking at. Mind you, I don't know what I'm looking at because I'm new to prison. I don't know no prices. I don't know nothing. But my celly did. And my celly was like, bro, this don't look like him. But I got an idea, right? I got an idea. Man, we took we took that shit that he gave us. Instead of just making no big ass thing, that was a lesson learned. That one, bit in a bundle, or he at least was trying to. And then two, he ain't trustworthy. So anyhow. So so this was the idea that the emotional ass Sally came with. He said we're gonna roll all that shit up in the joints, right? They not icks though. I mean, they're not sticks though. They icks. They icks. So when you roll them in the paper, right, it'll be a nugget, space, nugget, space, nugget, space. So when you feel it, the thing was to like put space between the nuggets, but not too much. You go to sell your stick on the yard, right? I'll be like, man, I got sticks. Either I'm gonna wrap it in hella plastic, and then and you either not gonna take the time to unwrap it. If I was gonna be like that, but I probably wasn't. But or I'll have it out. Like I have it out so you could touch it because a motherfucker want to feel the stick, right? So emotional ass Sally thing was it's weed all the way across. So when they feel the stick, they go ding 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 ding. You'd be like, yep, it's weed all the way across. And we made up the, man, we made like 20, not 20, but we made about a cool 12 sticks. Man, what you know, we was selling them sticks on the yard and they came back and they complained to D Hunt. They complained to D Hunt. Man, your little homies is down there selling little bitty ass sticks, man. What's up with that shit, right? What's up with that shit? Your little homie selling these little ass sticks. So the homie D Hunt come get at me. He like, Doink, Doink. Because that's what he called me, Doink. He was like, Doink, man. He said, you got these people coming and complaining to me about you selling these little bitty ass sticks. I was like, shit, you gave me that short ass shit. That's why I'm doing it. Gave me that short ass shit. I had to fight myself about that hole. My mama sent me that money. That was $50 my mama sent me. Shit. Uh, Back then, emotional ass Sally was in for. I think he got. I think he shot somebody. I think he got caught with some drugs. I don't remember. Damn, that's crazy. I don't remember. I think he might beat somebody up. I don't know. Let me stop assuming because I knew, but I all but erased him out of my mind. Like once I consider emotional ass Sally like a virus that I had like that infected me and I had to like cut it out. Thaddeus. Hey, on everything. I'm gonna tell you something. It's not your friend Thaddeus, but I've been trying to remember the person's name, and his name was Thad. Thaddeus. Good looking out. Thaddeus is the one when I was telling y'all the other live, probably moderators, everybody that was there, the live where I was talking about somebody said, why don't women beaters get or women murderers, wife murderers, whatever, why they don't get the business in the prison? And I was explaining to him like I didn't know. They're like it's just I don't know. Like you don't know what the man and the woman was going through. That's why it's like hands off on that. But the kids, right? The dude I was trying to get, he killed his kids. But before we even knew, now I can tell y'all the complete story. Before we even knew what was going on, what was going on. Like he was in the cell with that, but we don't know what he in here for or nothing. We don't know that. So before we could find out, or before the YGs, remember what I told you about the YGs? They like the enforcers or like the rules, like the OGs is like the overseer of the rules. The YGs is the enforcer. The YGs is gonna be the one like, I'm taking you, nigga, I'm holding you on charges, nigga, you going to court, nigga, and how you in front of your peers. That's what the YGs is gonna do. The YGs, they learn the politics, they learn the rules, and they enforce them. So motherfuckers didn't want that. And but the thing is, emotional ass Sally was the leader of the YGs, and I was right up under him. But I'm like, damn, call anybody that's watching that has my number. Like, if you call me while I'm live, it'll like blank me out the live. Hey, Andrew, I know you want to read it right now, but no, record it. Have enough faith in yourself and confidence in yourself and record that thing with all 10 seconds, 20 seconds, whatever. But I'm going to say this. Before I was able to compose a rap, like a real rap, like a 3-part rap, for what, first verse, second, third with the chorus. Before I knew how to do all of that, before I knew how to write raps, good, I wrote poetry. And I had an envelope with my poems that I carried with me all 17 of them years, like my envelopes with my poetry that I kept from when I was in the county jail fighting until all the way through the pen. I wrote and then I would have an occasional poem, but all became replaced with raps eventually. But that was my creative outlet. So I did write poetry. So what I will say is, if you want to give me something that you wrote in the commission of this live, then I think you're moving too fast. I think if you had one shot to make your imprint like in the world, or to send a message to the world, I think you would want to really, really think about it, because that's an opportunity. So it might be good though. It might be good. But I'm just saying, from off top, you don't, just take your time, man. It ain't no rush. It is not no rush. Take your time, because trust me. But if you did do that, that would put pressure on me and make me have to hurry up and come with the story. Yeah, I understand that part. But no, there's no rush though, man. He said take him to the blind spot and run him. My name on IG is Dirty Weather Also. Hey, I actually, there used to be a I forget the name of the place. It's like a Pulsar. I don't know, but it's a place that holds a poetry contest. I actually submitted one of my poems to that place. I didn't win, but I placed like up there, like top five or something like that. Top five or something like that with my shit. But a lot of poetry is, for me, is an outlet, but it's an emotional outlet. Like, you got happy poems, and you got sad poems, you got deep poems. And my poems reflected what I was going through. They reflected what I was going through. So I started writing poetry in the county jail. In the county jail, you ain't got, man, you got two TVs, and then you got hella commissary and hella distractions. So for me to be able to do that, to come write poetry and talk about my environment, what I was going through, I'm fighting the hella years. Man, look. Oh yeah, and I was in love too. So I had some love poems too. That Asian girl that left me, fucking Nancy. That Asian girl that left me. I was in love. I think half of my poems was like love poems now that I think about it. I guess shout out Eminem, but they been on Eminem helmet. First time I seen somebody go against Eminem was Sada Baby. Sada, look, okay, I'm gonna remember UK and then Detroit, and I'm gonna make them come together. So Sada Baby was the first person I ever seen when somebody asked him, is Eminem like the top rapper in Detroit? That nigga said Eminem. He said, man, the white dude. He said, man, nobody listen to him. Like, we don't listen to Eminem in Detroit. Like, we don't listen to Eminem like that. To me, that was like, oh, damn, your own city ain't even listening to you. You like the greatest rapper ever. You like the greatest rapper ever. But I believed something, but I wasn't never there, so I didn't know. So I was talking to UJ Jackson. UJ Jackson. He's in UK. He's in the UK. And we was chopping it up on Instagram. And you know what I learned from just talking, and that's why I want to talk to everybody in other countries, because I learned this. He said that the royal family in London has not been in power since the Second World War. Like, they have not made no military decisions, no political decisions since the Second World War. That fucked me up. I'm like, damn, they over here in America, they selling the royal family to us like they uno nuno, like they end all say all. I'm like, damn, they ain't even got no say so or nothing. He's like, yeah, she is the richest woman, but she ain't got no, they just, I'm like, so basically the royal family ain't nothing but celebrities. That's all they is. I'm like, damn, all them big ass weddings and shit, and they just celebrities. Damn, fuck me up. So hearing that people ain't listening to Eminem, I mean, people listen to Eminem, but the people in Detroit don't listen. Like he ain't their top favorite in Detroit. That fucked me up. Like, damn, Eminem, like he's the greatest. Like, Eminem was a rapper that nobody wanted it with. Did nobody want it with Eminem? Like, he murder you left, right, bring you back from the dead, and murder you again. Like, they didn't like, man. Ain't nobody wanted with Eminem. Even the game said, I don't want it with Eminem. What is okay, Jay John? What is Oh, you talking about the motorcycle game moguls, or you talking about something else? Freedom of speech in the UK. Damn. Northern California, Mozzie. Mozzie. That's a mogul. Cash Kid. I ain't never heard him. RJ. RJ, do you have Instagram? Do you have Instagram? If so, go to Dirty Weather on Instagram. Send me a message because I want to talk to you. Snoop is definitely. I'm gonna tell you something. I was there, right? I was there. Like I remember one of the first tapes I had was like I'm bad. And I had Fat Boys on record. So I was there for like the rise of rap. So I know my history. Like I was in like the parts of rap that I missed was probably like after probably like the era between like the early 2000s. I was probably still stuck in the 90s, but all the old school shit, I know my shit. And the oldest people in the game right now, consistent in the game, all of them from California. All of them from California. And when I say consistent, I'm talking about from the 80s, still in the game. From the 80s, still in the game, making music. They all from California. And I don't consider Ice Cube consistent. I just don't. He consistently drop an album like every like 2-3 years or something. But no, Snoop, these top three: Snoop, E40, Snoop E40, and Too Short. Snoop E40 and Too Short. Too Short been in the game since the 80s. I'm talking about like 84. 84. So do you want to know what founder is in the game? He come from California. He come from Oakland. Name somebody that's consistently making music that was around before Too Short. Nobody. Nobody. Then, oh yeah, matter of fact, you hold on. Let's go back. Cause we gotta get on Jay John because Jay John said something. I just realized that. You don't say there's no moguls in Northern California. And the number one Uno Nuno is from Northern California. Both of them, number one and number two, because E40 came before Snoop. It go Too Short, E40, Too Short, E40, Snoop. Snoop came in '91 with Deep Cover, but the Click, E40 and the Click, they had an album, they had an underground album before Snoop came Deep Cover. And then Too Short, look, I remember he had Girl, That's Your Life, Don't Do It, Girl, smoking that glass pipe. I remember hearing my mom play that in like 84, 85. So Too Short is number one. Name somebody above KRS-One is not consistent. He ain't dropping albums once a year. He's not doing that. He's dropping like a song here, a mixtape. He ain't dropping an album consistent every year. E40, yes. Snoop, yes. Too Short, kind of, but still, he's relevant. Man, E40 is a mogul, man. I don't care what you talking about. E40 is a mogul, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because E40 can go anywhere he wanna go. He can go anywhere he wanna go. He can go from the boardroom to the block, and he know everybody, and everybody knows him. He has influence. That's a mogul. Just think, motherfuckers that ain't been to prison, people that have not been to prison, like you've been out here for all type of changes and shifts and turns. You was able to see people rise and fall, so you know consistency when you see it. Man, look, I did not say that the albums is gas. I didn't rate the albums or nothing. I just said consistently releasing music every year or dropping an album every year. So, yeah, maybe you might be using the wrong word. Maybe you right. Maybe I'm using the wrong word. The word I'm probably need to be using is relevancy. Musical relevancy. Why I eat at Fat Burgers the other day? I really ate at Fat Burgers the other day. Rapping Forte is not relevant. Like he been fell off. Exactly. That's a mogul right there. That's a business mogul right there. You see that? You see what Jack said? E40 is a businessman. Sells wine, beer, liquor, albums, merch. That's what makes a mogul, a business mogul. Like he controls the board. He's the mogul. E40 is definitely a mogul. Jay Stalin is a mogul too. Definitely. Jay Stalin, but the thing is, Jay Stalin came in 2005 though. He came in 2005. Now just think, E40 was 15 years before Jay Stalin, but Too Short was 20 plus years before Jay Stalin. But I think when you get to a certain level in that game, though, I think it all like levels out. But like E40, like he can go anywhere. Like he the one when he man, look, he was about to get Biggie knocked down. What type of what? Somebody from Northern California gonna get Biggie knocked down? Shit. But what? But that says something about that person though. Yeah, Ice Cube is a mogul too. Ice Cube is a mogul. The only person that I could think of, well, there's a couple people that could probably go anywhere, But one person that's in the game that's not from California that I know can go anywhere, like he got love everywhere, that's Boosie. Boosie go anywhere. He fuck with everybody. Another person is Burner. Burner fuck with everybody. Master P, man, ghetto's trying to kill me. I was on Master P. I was there. I had Ice Cream Man and West Coast Bad Boys 2. West Coast Bad Boys 1 with Heading to the Jack. I had to I was making them say I was all this shit. TRU was my favorite album though. TRU came out in 95. That was my shit. And the one came out in 97. True niggas ride dirty. Stay strapped. Yup. Kevin Gates can do that too though. Kevin Gates can do that. No, I'm gonna say something about JT, the bigger figure. The only reason I can't agree with that is because it's a lot of controversy that follows, and he done been shot like 2 different times. So but he does go to the hood, and he does give out money. He'll tell people he'll go to projects with a wad full of money and have everybody line up in a line. And JT will hand out dollars. Like he hand out dollars. And you know what? I have seen him make calculated business moves too. So yeah, JT. Matter of fact, hold on. JT been around since 1995. You motherfucking right, he a mogul. You motherfucking right, he a mogul. 1995. No, hold on. Dwelling in the Lab. That was like 1994. In a Minute Records. No, it wasn't In a Minute. Get Low Records. Yeah, see, I know my shit. Y'all me trying to go around me. I know my music, man. I know my music, man. But see, JT, like he had to it, the way to kind of get your shit back popping is you kind of gotta have a little controversy and things going on, and you gotta create something. Matter of fact, I'm not even gonna speak on JT like that because I fuck with JT. I fuck with JT, but I know that you gotta kind of like when Messy Marv jumped out in Vallejo with them motherfucking guns, man. A nigga like me is like that was a stunt. That was a stunt for real. Because if you think about it, you wasn't hearing nothing about Messy Marv until all of a sudden he hopped out with the bang bang. So then all of a sudden now we following and we see we didn't became part of the Messy Marv thing. And then just think, what if it was all planned? There's no doubt that he does drugs, that Messi does drugs. But what if all that comeback was planned? Because that motherfucking Cash Lord album it got some bang on it. It definitely got some bang on it. So therefore, and who made money off of that? Mozzie. Mozzie bought that album. He bought all them songs and released that album. So guess who gets paid? So I think that was a calculated move, man. I think that was a calculated move. And it was real because all he been saying is the real. Like I do this, I do that. He ain't been keeping no secret. He went to the hood. So you know what? Shit, I don't respect. I mean, I ain't gonna say I don't respect it, but I don't understand nor condone or nor would I do anything like that. Like I wouldn't like pull up and where kids and stuff and whip out a gun and talk crazy. Like JT, yep, JT, Mess, Forte. I don't know about Forte. I listened to Forte, I did, but I didn't know he was with them. But even though they was all from Frisco, but I know about San Quinn. He had that song. You better come on in while the door is open. Best to run on in. Man, but it would have been dope if Quinn and Mess and JT, if like they all worked together, that'd be dope. But they always it seemed like they was always at odds. One was always somewhere else. Like you might see Mess and Quinn, but you won't see JT and Quinn. You fucking lying, Eric. You always throw it. These niggas said Will Smith died. You lying. What's up with Troop? Man, look, I was on that. This what your bag look like. She don't know. But you came back when what my bag look like. Man, that shit slap. Nah, man, I didn't say that. Eric said it. Eric said, "You see, go back up." He said, "Hey, Will Smith died." He be trying. Eric be throwing shit out there, trying to get my, trying to, cause he know I'm looking at hella comments and shit. So he throw shit out there to try to throw me off. I'm up on you, Eric. He said, "Yuck mouth too." See, Eric, I'm starting to think you trolling, man. I thought you was a little dirty nation. You interjecting propaganda. He said, DJ Yella was the first to get into the porn game with Yuck Mouth. I don't know about Yuck Mouth in it, but I know DJ Yella it was in the porn game. I ain't seen none of that shit, but I do know like that's common knowledge that Yella was in the porn. Hey, Enzo, we gonna have to run Eric plates, man. He been on that shit, man. Let me go back up here. Since Eric wants some attention, let me go back up and pay attention to your comments real quick, man. Real quick, cause you been here with us for a while, man. But I don't know, you might be working for the other side. Let me see. Where you at? Where you at? Eric Lackey, where you at, man? Let's see. You a blind though, right? You a blinder, right? So that's the first comment. That wasn't right. But when you get old, you break free checks. So you on this channel specifically to go against everything I'm saying. That's what I'm seeing. Hey, but guess what though? Guess what, Eric? Oh yeah, and then you gonna ask me, you ever did something stronger? I did. I'll tell you about it in a minute. Hold up. Dirt, tell us about the first time you ever heard about K2 or something. Okay, that's two. Remind me of them too. I'm gonna talk about them. Let me see. All right, Eric, you get past. Not everything you say was negative. I just know you ask specific questions. You supposed to be my partner. You supposed to be my partner. You trying to ask me certain questions. Give me the tripping. Will Smith died. Come on, man. Come on. Then you gonna talk. And then Drew gonna talk about the Packers. Man, leave my team alone, man. We just gonna beat the 49ers in the conference championship. Yeah, that part. Boss Master, you be asking like highly, you be asking specific questions too. I suspect that you may be a psychologist of some sort, or you may be an intellect, because that's all you. I notice you don't ask no questions with no substance, and And I fucks with that. I just know when I see Boss Master, I know you asking the real, you asking like I really gotta sit here and think with every question you ask me. He's like, I got 50 burpees on that. Bet that. In a case of soups. A case of soups. I need chicken. I need chicken top ramens. Nah, Eric, you my partner though. You my partner, man. You been out here for a minute. You been with Dirt Nation for a minute, man. So what was them two questions? What was them two things I was gonna talk about? Let's see who remember. Let's see who remembers. Two things I was gonna talk about. Let's see. One of them was, have I done anything stronger? That was Eric's question. So let's see if we could turn a negative into a positive. We could do that by me talking about me answering this question and turning it into a funny story. So then we all laugh. So now we go from negative to positive. Cause this story right here, man. And I just funny that I talked about this today with somebody. And we was talking about drug use. We was talking about drug use. And the other thing was the K2. That was the other thing. And I'll try to put it all in one. But but the thing is, like, heroin, to me, that was death. Like I was seeing people kill themselves on accident and on purpose. I knew an Asian that killed himself by sticking a gram in his booty. He stuck a gram in his booty and OD. Then I had homies that swallow shit and died. So like any other drug, you got a chance. But like heroin, that shit blow up in your system, you ain't got no chance. And then on top of that, like if the police get on, and I'm talking about in the pen, I'm talking about in the pen. If the police get on you and pat you down, you gotta hopefully swallow that shit. I know I didn't use that tactic a few times, but you gotta swallow that shit, chew it up, get rid of the evidence. But how you gonna do that if you got heroin? You gotta literally say, like, like here, you got me. So I didn't fuck around. I didn't fuck around, nor did I. I didn't want to be around it like that. So I got this celly. I got this celly that fucked with it like it was his drug of choice, like heroin. I didn't. He was the first active blood I knew that was doing heroin. He the first active blood I knew. Like I ain't here to judge nobody, tell nobody what to do or nothing like that. That's it. That was his thing. I was just smoking my weed, right? So so therefore, when the weed, I mean when he got it right, it's called a one on one, one each nostril, and this is the only time I ever tried heroin. And this is I was probably about 20 years old because this is like 2000, 2000 maybe 2001. So I do the one-on-one, right? Off top, I was like, my stomach hurts. Like this ain't a good feeling. Like why would you do a drug that make your stomach hurt? Like I don't get it. I don't even like throwing up. So I call a white boy to the door. I call a white boy to the door. I'm like, hey man. I'm like, hey, bro, man, I just snorted 2 lines, man. I'm like, man, my stomach hurt like a motherfucker. He was like, bro, that's the good shit. That's the good shit. He said, man, throw up and it's smooth sailing. I was like, damn. So I gotta throw up to feel good? Hell nah, man. I'm cool on this shit here. And then I couldn't go to sleep. I had to, man. Like I told y'all before, I had to maul myself. Now I waited till my celly was gone. Nigga, you ever heard Mac Dre? Bust one quick while my celly sleep. Man, I'm telling you, soon as my celly went to sleep, man, I was mauling myself. Getting it in. Man, look, I went to sleep then. See, that's the thing, right? You say you did start fucking with the others. You talking about the other prison channels? Is that what you talking about? All right, so and then the first time I heard about K2, people tripping out, that was the news. Like that was the news. Like I never even seen K2 in the pen until I went back in 2017. And that was when I seen it. See, now I can talk about it. But it was strips of paper though. It was strips of paper that you cut up with your fingernail clippers and mix with tea and smoke it. That shit was crazy. That was my first experience. Now that right there, you asked if I do something harder? Yeah, I did K2 because I was strung out. I was spice one, spiggity one for about three good weeks, maybe a month. As long as the motherfucker was getting them in, I was stripped out. I needed because they came in strips, like 10 strips for $50. Man, I needed my strip count up. But see, K2 also looks like they got that. It's like synthetic weed almost. So it comes in like different forms. That form that I smoked it though, the paper, that was like a whole another level. Like a whole nother level. But it come like weed or something. I heard. I've never seen it. I honestly have never seen K2, but I know it's in the lower levels, like ranch and level ones. Like they got that shit for real because K2 leaves your system. Like it's not like weed where it stays in your system for like hella days. K2 don't stay in your system. It be in and out, in and out. So like the people at fire camps and shit that gotta do PP tests. Guess what? He said we should make some pruno. I can too. I can too. So anyhow, so when I get to so y'all already seen the story about when I smoked that shit, my experience with that K2. And I think Heron is stronger than motherfucking Heron is stronger than K2. Let me tell it. Hey Eric, what the fuck are you trying to get at? Do I smoke crack? No, I ain't even from that era. I'm from the era that looked at that. If you did cocaine, you was a crackhead. That's the era I'm from. Nah, I didn't nod out, not at all. See that, and that's a good thing because I heard that heroin nod is like the closest thing to heaven. That's just what I heard, man. That's what I heard. Like that heroin nod, like it's in my like there's people that use it in my family. That's just how it is. Everybody got a heroin user, or maybe in a family. It's a cold. The heroin is a cold drug, man, because it gets a hold of people, and they have to have it. They have to have. That's the difference between heroin and other drugs. The dope fiends, they have to have it. Like they go to sleep to making sure they got enough money so they can wake up and get themselves right. That's why I respect Messy Marv because that's what happens. Shit, you fuck with heroin and shit. I mean, sometimes it get a hold of you. But to still be able to do what he doing with that dragon on you is something else. In my family, I watched them operate with that dragon. It just ain't for me though. I can't do it. Can't do it. Man, the the culture of the Bay is heroin. Like in the pen, the Bay niggas was the first people that I seen like openly like have a bottle of heroin They the first ones I ever seen do that. Like eventually, like it's people from Sacramento that got turned out. It's people from Sacramento got turned out from the Bay niggas in the pen. I don't know about out here, but it's rampant out here too. But it's been in the Bay though. See, look, the difference is I tried Caron, I didn't like it. I tried K2 and I liked it. In moderation. Now what's now I tried a low level of that shit. Let's get it straight. Like they got some shit called Blue Devil or Blue Demon or Blue something. That's just what I heard, but that shit is like when you see them people on the ground swimming like in another dimension. Yeah, that's that. What's the other one? It's K2 and it's what's the fuck is the other one? K2 and what's the other the other shit? The shit that fuck what the fuck is that shit? K2. The shit that was making them eat each other. I mean, the shit that made the dude in Florida, cause all that shit was in Florida. Like all the crazy shit was happening in Florida from that shit. Yeah, Diablo, that's what it is. Bath salt, yeah. And there's another one. Now there's another one though. Bath salt, Salvia. That right. So K2, bath salt. No, wait a minute. Bath salt is salvia. I don't know, but it's called salvia. But that shit was making people. Dude walked up to the garage, right? Stabbed the. What did he do? He stabbed the wife and killed the husband. And the other dude was eating his friend. That shit I ain't never seen. I ain't never seen Spice. Yes, Spice K2. But I ain't never like see I ain't know nobody had no bad experience because that's K2 and all that shit. That shit wasn't out here like in the West Coast like that. Not that I know of. K2 doesn't make you hallucinate, but I experienced something that I would probably never experience again. Not I seen some shit. Man, look, I'm telling you, and I do not mean to toot my horn, but I hit that K2 and saw everything great about me. Like everything, all my greatest qualities and aspects and just everything. Like it just was clear to me. And I had the realest conversation with my celly. We both off that shit. The realest conversation. I'm talking about like it felt so good. To man, look, that was off of that man from that feeling right there. That's why I was strung out on Spice. I mean, strung out on strips. Nah, Sack Dudes was no wet is Dago. Dago was getting wet. Like I never saw no embalming fluid growing up. Like as a teenager, I ain't never saw Sherm. I heard about people that was doing. I wouldn't know where to go get it. So how can I get on it? I don't even know that shit wasn't around here like that. But go to Dago, and it was rampant. They don't even think they get wet. They don't get wet in the Bay either. So for y'all that don't know, getting wet, that's Sherm. That's like smoking Sherm. They call it getting wet because when they take the cigarette and they dip it, they wetting that thing. They wetting that thing. Or you can get your blunt and you dip it in that shit and you call it a lovely. On everything, I probably know or suspect of like a few Sherm heads, but I never seen Sherm myself. I never saw Sherm growing up. Like that was not something like if I went to some people and was like if you doing something, you want to hang around people that got a like mind. Like Dirty Nation smoke weed. So you want to hang around people that share the same thing. So if you doing Sherm, how you gonna find somebody else to be around? Because there wasn't nobody doing Sherm like that. Sherm heads and Sack in the 90s. There might have been a period in Sacramento where Sherm might have got popular, but I guarantee you it did not last. Like that, like you got to give Sacramento its credit because Sacramento creates its own trends. It creates its own trends and it follows its own way. That's Sacramento. So like when like the Bay be on here run, well I gotta take that back. I gotta take that back because there's so many people on here run now. It's crazy. That's just some plain real ass shit. There's so many people on here run now and they young. They young on hair run. Eric, get to the point. What are you trying to say? Crystal, pills, coke. I tried cocaine in 2010. And it was in that moment that I realized that shit don't do nothing for me. I haven't even eaten mushrooms. Wouldn't eat nothing that like I won't eat mushrooms because I heard it makes you hallucinate. I'm cool on that shit. I need my mind. I need my mind. Look, I got locked up in 97. It wasn't until like the end of 97 when I started hearing about people popping pills. It wasn't until the end. So I like got locked up right on the cusp of the change because before then, my one of my partners did crank. He did crank. And I used to tell him, man, when you go do that shit, man, go somewhere else. I'll be over here, you come back. I don't want to be around that shit. But that's the only person I knew that was addicted to to real drugs. It's the only person I knew as far as like in my age bracket. Other than that shit, I could look at any one of my peers growing up and be like, where I go get some sure. You don't look at me like nigga, I don't know. He said dope and meth was the shit. Matter of fact, that's what it was. Motherfuckers was on. It wasn't crystal in the 90s. And it was crank. Straight crank. But I'm gonna tell you something. Pills ain't shit. Like maybe back in the days, them pills, you could pop a pill right now. It ain't shit. Like before, you pop a pill, grit your teeth, and I'm gonna tell you the first time I tried pills in Old Folsom, because I'm let it be known since we getting somewhere, Eric. I let it be known that how I met my wife. How I met my wife. So here go another story right here. Hold on. Chicken dope. Peanut butter. Peanut butter. That's the that's that version of heroin, that tan shit. Angel dust. I don't even know. I'm not even 100% sure what angel dust is. I just know that shit had Smokey in the pigeon coop on Friday. Like, cause they was like, he say, what is this? He was like, hey, it's angel dust, Holmes. He was like, angel dust. I think like I've never even like, what is it? Eating friends. That's that salad. He was eating his stomach. You can Google that shit. Yep. But see, when I got locked up, they wasn't sipping syrup. I got locked in 97. They wasn't sipping syrup. So when I came home, I missed the whole syrup sipping area to where I shit. Once I got my hand on some bricks, I knew what to do with that shit. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you something. When I was in the game, when I first came in the game, it was like 40 a line. It was 40 a line. Like that was the going rate, 40 a line. Now I don't even know. When I tapped out of that game, I think I tapped out. I think I was at like 50 a line. I tapped out though. Hey, real talk. And then hey, who was just talking to me about lean? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Okay, end zone. I remember like I remember when motherfucking what's the high tech. I remember when high tech had was that thick red berry when it was the real high tech, and then all of a sudden they switched to the watery shit, right? And I remember I dumped one off, gave one to the homie because that's what I did. And then he was like, he told me it wasn't him, right? So I'm like, oh hell no, he didn't open my shit, he didn't put water in my shit, something. He didn't did something because I know I went straight to I came from the pharmacy. My motherfucker, I'm pharmacy, like here. He said, man, he said it ain't him, something wrong with it. So, but I was one of the first ones to get the new shit. And then all of a sudden, man, it was negative thoughts and everything. But then I realized, like, hold on, man, he 100, I'm 100, it's something not right. And what it was is it took a day or two to catch up, but I was just in the front runners of the people that when they first changed that shit to the watery shit. Yep. Yeah, I got out of that game though. That shit, man. Look, I had a good run though. That's how y'all want to know how I was surviving before shit. That's how. About to change my ways, man. 40,000 a unit. Damn. I came right after high tech. I mean, right after activists. When the activists started disappearing, that's around the time I got out. So now let's get back to the story because I know y'all was like this story right here. So anyhow, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I met my wife. Yeah, she's still my wife until I can get a divorce. But I met her off a fucking e pill. I met her off a fucking e pill. So look, this is what happened. I popped the e pill, right? I popped the e pill. This probably about the third one I popped because, and then the thing is, motherfuckers be on the phone in the pen, and the prime hours is nighttime. Nighttime when the lights go out, that's when you must jump on your shit, right? So, motherfucker going to be up and operating on all facilities. So motherfucker, I popped the pill, bam, and next thing you know, that's how I know the pills is different from then and now. So next thing you know, my teeth is like I'm gritting. My teeth is like my man. I'm like I'm feeling good though. I know my little dirt wasn't getting hard or nothing. Little dirt turned into a noodle, like turned into an instant noodle. So, but it felt good. It felt good to touch myself. I know that much. I will say that we all adults in the dirty nation, but it felt good to touch myself. So I was talking on the fucking chat line on an e-pill when I met her. When I met her. So what happened is this. She said this dude was leaving me nasty messages, right? And she said and she was like, "Can you help me?" Man, she played the message, right? And I heard what he was some sick shit, man. It was some unnecessary ass sick shit. There's some weird people out there. So I'm off the pill, right? Remember, I'm off the E pill. Man, I called him. I told her to call him. When she called him, I was like, look, motherfucker, leave her alone. Look, man, I know who you is. I know that McDonald's you go to every morning with your son. So leave her alone. Man, what you know, he called back in like 10 minutes. Like, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I've been going through stuff. I'm trying to change my life. That's what happened off that e pill. So that move right there, it turned into a 10-year fucking debacle. But still, I should. Hey, look. When Eric said 40,000 a unit, I tuned out. What the fuck is 40,000 a unit? Unless he talking about a case of you feel me? But you can make a money. You can make money off a brick depending on how you get it. Shit, you can make money off a brick depending on how you get it. Shit, bricks over $1,000 now. What do you mean? That's a car. You can pay over your house note for a whole month with a brick of syrup. Yep. I don't know how we turned. I don't know how we got on here and turned into hustlers. I don't know why ain't nobody talking about. I remember back in the days, like we could always count on somebody to talk about food. Like the whole we'll be talking about weed and shit, and then somebody bust out talking about food. Motherfuckers start hearing about us. So it's half of y'all is learning from this in exchange of knowledge. The other half is knowing. He said that's that yellow shit. Shit. Now yellow shit had a market too. While you playing, act like pineapple didn't have no market. Shit, you make a market. They, I shit, look, motherfucker was getting that yellow shit, and like, they didn't like the people that buy. It's common sense. The people that wanted the stuff with the codeine are not gonna be the ones that want the shit without. But anybody that sips syrup, and this is common knowledge. Anybody that sips syrup, and I don't sip syrup, but anybody that sips syrup know the yellow shit gets you fucked up the worst. It just don't taste good, and it's the cheapest. So you got a crew of people out there that will sip yellow. Hey, you know what? You know what? Frank's dirt. That's a good idea. Me and Nate should get together and bust a spread. That's what's up. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Somebody go to Nate and let him know we about to bust a spread. The next time we get together, we're gonna bust an old school spread, man. Yep, you sure can. Actually, if you get to, I think if it's more than an ounce, then you asking for problems though. Bacon wrapped chicken. Ooh, bacon wrap. Yeah, meth is a class drug, but you know what? You know what? You kind of you right, Jack, right? You right, but the loophole is like you like if you use it. Like if a person says, like if a person go in front of the judge, like, hey man, that's my shit, man. I use it. I fuck around with the fuck around. Then they have to treat you like an addict and not a seller. So therefore, like if you an addict, you can have like a certain like personal use. I'm not sure of that. I'm not sure of the weight of that, but I know that there are ways to get around shit because nowadays that shit is so fucking cheap. Like that shit is crazy. Like that shit is hella cheap. I need to flush all that shit. Meth been the new crack. I don't hang around people like that. So but I do have like family members that like I'm still I would be a damn fool to sit here and tell you like I'm like clean. My name is dirty, but still that's just me. I grew up how I grew up. I grew up how I grew up. And the changes that I'm making, the grown man changes, that's me trying to change from being this prisony dude trying to change it and make like better decisions in my life. Like my whole last year been a work in progress. And y'all been front row seated. You know where I met hella thick bitches? At the DUI classes. And then that's funny that Andrew Macias said church, because that's the second thing that popped in my mind at church. And the other place is Walmart. Man, I remember when you say you remember when meth was a white folks drug. I remember when pills was a white drug too. I remember like in elementary school, like the McGruff crime dog. I remember the McGruff crime dog was like they had a flyer up there with pills, pictures of different pills, and say if you see pills like this, they are not medicine. Do not take them. Flush them immediately. That was in the 80s. Oh, I tried Molly. I did try Molly. I did try Molly. That was in 2013. That was when I first came home. I don't know nobody got Molly. I don't know. But in 2013, the little crew, and that was the name of them, the crew that I was fucking with, all the young dudes in the apartments, and then mixed it, sprinkled in with a few older G's. Man, they gave me the Molly water. Molly water, or I think it was soda, but Molly water. Man, I sipped that shit. All I did was sip that shit about 4 times, right? 4 times. I forgot I even did it. All I know is that night I went gorilla. I went gorilla. I'm talking about I was beating it. I was beating it and growling and shit. I was like, ugh, and standing strong. I was like, shit, this ain't bad. And then it wasn't no hangover or come down or whatever the fuck. But Molly that was cool, but that was 2013. The Dare program. That's exactly what it was. Be smart, don't start. Why was I in Walmart? I was in Walmart today. And why did that thought pop up in my head? If a woman has yeeks, I'm appreciative. Hey, I'm appreciative, man. Good job. Good job. Dirty like yeeks. That's true. That is true. It was a white girl that walked by me with bubble. I'm talking about she had bubble. And she knew I was looking because she looked back and smiled at me. Smiled at me like, yeah, I know my shit fat. I know my shit thick. Yeah, I know my shit right. I was like, shit. Hella thick shit. What's up, Lakeisha? Now, Lakeisha? Are you a woman or are you a man using your girl's page? Because there's a lot of that going on. Because Dirty Nation welcomes all women. We appreciate all women because the Dirty Nation was a sausage fast for a long time, and women finally started coming in. Man, I had to tap in and speak with my heart a little bit more to get the women to come and say what's up and check in with the Dirty Nation. Lakeisha, make sure you subscribe too. Make sure you subscribe. Hit that subscriber button and that like button one time. You talking Bronco with like I don't know what that means. Trump say he gonna fight the cartel. So I will say this. I don't judge nobody. I don't judge nobody for what they do because at the end of the day, they got to live their life. So I don't judge nobody. And anybody that is fighting demons, man, I wish you the best, and I hope, and I let you know, man, there's a right way to do stuff, and there's a wrong way to do stuff. When it does you, it's wrong because, in a sense, I don't see no difference from yesto, cocaine, pills, and I don't see no difference. If you Everybody has some type of vice. That's just how it is. Everybody has some type of vice, whether it's coffee, cigarettes. So how can you judge a motherfucker you smoke cigarettes, right? How you gonna judge a motherfucker you smoke weed? But they do what they do and look at what you do like it's bad. But you do what you do and you look at them like it's like what they do like it's bad. So I boil it down. As long as it don't do you, do you. I was talking to this I was talking to this person, right? She got a master in psychology, right? And she was like, man, you gotta understand what you mean to people, man. You gotta understand what you mean to people. And every time that I share something new, those little things that I share about myself, they change somebody's life, whether I know it or not. Didn't nobody know Dirty tried heroin? Didn't nobody know Dirty? They knew that Dirty tried K2, but I've lived a normal life, and at times it's like what he said earlier. It's experiment. So I have experiments. So actually, Eric, you did a good thing, man. You came with a topic, came with a good topic, and turned it into a positive thing. We still talk. Matter of fact, we still talk about this shit because of you. So let me switch lanes because Jack asked this question more than once. So he said, "What is my favorite meal served in a chow hall?" So at the end, when I got out last year, it probably would have been chicken. Got to be chicken. Okay, ain't no getting around chicken. He said the fucking burritos in the chow hall. Man, we don't take stamps. Food and cosmetics only. Food and cosmetics only. Man, look. Remember this. When you look at Messy Marv and you see that he on heroin, and you may or may not want to listen to his music, but you listen to Lil Wayne back in the days, and Lil Wayne was fighting a demon too. That's all it is. They're demons. And they demons that fight to get a hold of you. And once they get a hold of you, they got you. But if you able to keep them demons at bay, it ain't for everybody. All right, Eric, no more, no more. We drugged out. We about to have an AA meeting. All right, somebody open the meeting up. Somebody open the meeting up. The NA meeting. Open it up. Who knows the first lines? I know some of y'all been to NA. Some of y'all been to NA. Give me the courage give me the courage to accept the things I cannot change and the wisdom to know the difference. Give me the courage to accept the things that I cannot change and the wisdom to know the difference. So I was going to both. I was going to NA and AA because I mean, shit, I smoke weed and I drink. So therefore, shit, I'm in both these motherfuckers. I'm in both these motherfuckers. I would say, how you do? My name is Curtis, and I'm an alcoholic and a weedaholic, and I have no days sober. But I am definitely an addict. I have to have my weed. Like I go without alcohol, but my weed, I need it. I need it. They got me. That's my demon. Got me. Hey, he said severe weed consumption. Severe. Like severe like I smoke like 5 blunts a day. 5 blunts a day. One, two, yeah, at least five. So you think that's severe? You said Narcos edition. Man, I had a theory, man. I had a theory earlier in this live. Well, it might have been on the other live, but I think I might because you're addicted to nicotine. Like call people that drink coffee, they addicted to caffeine. Okay, well, people smoke cigarettes addicted to the nicotine. So if we smoking tobacco leaves, then that's tobacco. So it's nicotine. So if you constantly smoking that, I go through three 2 pack blunts a day. So I go through 6 blunts a day. If I'm lucky, once I buy the 3 packs, I'm lucky if I wake up and I still got one. I still got one. So I smoke cigars. I smoke cigars, which is tobacco. I think I'm addicted to the tobacco too. Man, everybody has addiction. You just gotta be honest with yourself. Everybody got addiction. Some people is hoarders. Some people is addicted to starting drama or being involved in drama. People is addicted to collecting stuff. I was married to somebody who was addicted to watermelon. My hand is not on the damn mic. Matter of fact, matter of fact, I think I'm about to make a blunt run. I just smoked 2 blunts already. I need another one. Damn, ankle monitor. Whew. I remember the ankle monitors now got GPS on the motherfuckers. I remember in the 90s, I was on ankle monitor, right? And them motherfuckers made me think that like as soon as I stepped foot out the door, like it was all bad, it was gonna go off. But really, the ankle monitor base is like a it's like a bullseye, like a radius. Like you can go that direction, that far in any direction. Like you can go out the back door that far, you can go out the front that far. But now, them motherfuckers got GPS. Like I bounced when I was on ankle monitor. Like I went on the run. Fuck that shit. I took the ankle monitor with me because they told me if you lose it, like they tell you if you are gonna cut this ankle monitor off, keep it and give it back to us because it costs this much. And if you lose it, you're gonna be billed for this much. So when I went on the run, I kept my ankle monitor with me. Fuck that shit. But now that motherfucker ankle monitor got GPS on your ass. There's nowhere to hide. There's nowhere to hide. Man, weed is a religion. That's how we kill that. Weed is a religion. I believe in Mary Jane. She helps me with my time of need. And Devin the dude, that's my guy. Devin the dude, he been part of that religion. He just took it serious, more serious than everybody else. Now when you double back to Devin the dude, you see, man, he's serious about his motherfucking weed. He said dirt was scratch stars. Yeah, fucking right. He said smoking backwards. Nice. little antenna, the little baby antenna on it. Nah, man, look, End Zone. Take my word for it. Take my word for it. I guarantee you'll change. The problem is you not putting enough weed in your backwood. If you got too much, like if it's too much, that's because you got too much paper on it. So you actually gotta take like damn near 25% off of that blunt before you roll it. Or you could cheat. You can cheat. There's a way to cheat. And you take some scissors and you cut a rectangle. Cut the excess off. And it'll make it easier for you to roll like a regular blunt because it'll be a rectangle. But you have to take off some of that paper. And when you have the right balance of paper to weed, then it's not too much. It's perfect. It's all good, Eric. Nah, I've been new about the race. I haven't got no headaches because I've been new about the ratio. Now I have like when I didn't smoke a backwood for a while for whatever reason, like I didn't have no weed, and I rolled my normal backwood, that motherfucker be too big, and I be damn, and I have thrown up before. I have thrown up before, but that's because I didn't try to suck down too much weed after not having no weed. The thing that's changed with the backwoods is the motherfuckers after they had a backwoods shortage, a fake ass drought in California only because there was backwoods in all these other states. They started having hella stems. Like you buy a 3-pack, you buy a 5-pack of backwoods, right? Two and possibly three of the motherfuckers gonna have stems to where they hard to get around, or you open them, unroll them, and the motherfuckers got splits. I smoke good times, buddy. I'm a real nigga. I smoke good time. I don't care what nobody say. I smoke good time. 2 packs, 140 out the door. I'm smoking that because they're thicker. It's like a blanket, and they can handle me cutting and tearing. And a lot of them don't be like the backwoods, because the backwoods stem be fucking up. With the good time leaf, you got more space for trial and error. The goal is to suck the weed down. That's the goal. So I have no qualms. Just like I smoke 1882s, Dirty smoke the good time leaf. Yes. Which one? This one. Yeah, I do it. I do it. I'm not rich. I can't follow trends. He said gravity bomb. Said gravity bomb. Remember we said, let's go back to the drugs again. About judging. Like like when I look at some, like I remember, look. When I came home, right? When I came home, the homie Tip pulled up on me, right? We had some regular weed. He was like, "You want to hit the pen?" I'm like, "What's that?" He was like, "Man, just he hit the pen like it's the regular, it's just the weed oil." I was like, "Nah, we didn't do stuff like that. Like when I went in, like they're nowhere in there. Like I don't know what this pen is. Like that's some extra shit. A dab." I couldn't even picture no. I couldn't even. What the fuck is a dab? Like what's like a person that smokes just weed. I was looking at dab like that was some extra shit. Like that put that up there with all the other drugs. Like that's too much. And then when I finally did it, I realized I don't need to be like that high. Like I don't need to like I damn near threw up every time I hit the dab, right? Like I don't need to be that high. Like I'm cool. I just give me my blunt. Man, you got hey Enzo, you gotta pay attention to what they saying about vaping, man. You gotta pay attention to what they saying. Take it from me, cause trust me, I didn't have hella pens. I didn't have hella pens and vapes and all that shit. But I'm one of the people that have had bad experiences off of that shit. Like I didn't hit the pin and passed out too. The same thing that happened when I hit that blunt, my eyes rolled up and all that shit, man. But I had it coming because I passed it to the person I was with and told him you gotta hit the pin until the blue light starts blinking. Till the blue light start blinking, right? I did that. They damn near passed out, right? They damn near had a heart attack, right? So then when I came to hit the pin, I should have hit the pin first, then passed it. But then when the pin came back to me, they was watching to see if I hit it till the blue light blinks. So I had to kind of like stick in there. And I went and it was too much. It was too much. I did that to my little brother too. It was too much. But you cannot like do not hit the pin until the light blinks unless your lungs is that big. That is an unnecessary amount of weed. Yeah, I know. I did that to my little brother too. He did the same thing the other person did. They watched me to see how long I hit that motherfucker for. I tried to play it off too, but shit, same thing happened. I coughed the lung up. Yes, man. But every time I get a pen, either I lose it or lose interest in pens. But really, that's some pure shit. That's some pure shit. Like without all the additives and preservatives, I bit into that hype until I started realizing like this some other shit. Matter of fact, I passed out another time. I was talking to the homie and I hit the pin. Like it was a pin that was set for doses. Like it could dose out one or two or three or whatever. I'm not sure which one he had it on. All I know is when I hit that pin, I hit the pin in the middle of a story. I hit the pin in the middle of a story and I just hit the pause. Like the story just died, just done. Like I was stuck for like at least a cool like 3 4 seconds and he was looking at me like, you all right? You all right? But that's just, I know what happened. My eyes probably rolled up, fucking with that vape. Took a hit too strong. Yeah. I'm cool, man. I am cool. Edibles, I've been smacking edibles for like the last yesterday, the day before. I was smacking them motherfuckers. I had some gummy worms, I had some brownies, and I had some cinnamon rolls, some little cinnabuns. Eric Lackey, he said, I'm from the wood pile, the lumber pile. That's what's up. But what were you saying though? 50 feet, 50 feet from the box, 3 seconds. I have no idea what you're talking about, Eric. Enlighten me. Man, look, like a lot of stuff before like it changes, you hear rumblings in the jungle. You hear rumblings in the jungle. And that rumbling in the jungle is the deaths that's happening and the warnings that they've been trying to implement and the changes that they have been making in regards to vaping. Lets you know that's some real shit. That's some real shit. First, they attack the kids though. They attack the kids and let adults know, hey, look, do you know what your kids is doing? They got when they had the vape sticks that look like the USBs and all that. Do you know what your kids is doing? First, they got to them. Then they came with the flavors. We getting rid of the flavors. Nah, I can't say the vape is a scam because it gets you high, but it's dangerous as at the same time. But I mean, you can say a blunt is dangerous at the same time because you smoke. But still, that vape, that shit is dangerous. That shit. Let me see. So 2 times I passed out off of that shit. 2 times. Fuck the person that said they. Matter of fact, I think he's right here. Hold on. Hold on. See, I can go right here. I can go right here and look at who said that shit. Let's see. Who said that shit? Congrats. Oh, oh, TTY. Say apologize. Apologize. Oh man, no, I owe you an apology. I owe you an apology, TTY. I owe you an apology. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Because when you posted that comment, and so everybody that's still here watching, TTY said, "Congrats on finally passing out. Been waiting for you. Been waiting for you. Been waiting for this. You made it, bro. Just off that move. We pass out to stand out." That was 100% positive. That's 100% positive comment. So I stand corrected and I apologize for anything I said. TTY had me hot because what happens is they only let me see the top. So all I saw was congrats on finally passing out. Gotta pass out. What did he say? You gotta pass out. He said, we gotta pass out to stand out. Pass out to stand out. I dig it. Hey, TTY, so you talk about me? Yeah. Yep. All right, man. So this is the longest live I ever did. This is the longest live I ever did. That's crazy. I think, I don't know if y'all realize it, but 1 day away from the Dirty Nation seems like hella long. Like I have to pick, like, do I want to take the time and sit still and do a story? Do I want to do an interview? Or do I want to go live? And whether y'all know it or not, live seems to get like the first dibs at it because it's only a button. It's only a button. And then, but the stories are fun and they're entertainment, but I have to really like get in the mode, like because I'm really recalling like stuff from a long time ago. A lot of people can't even remember that far. That's what I noticed. That's what I noticed when I came home. Like prison cats got good ass memories. Like I can remember shit from the '90s like it was like yesterday. Because when you go to prison, time stands still. So when I came home, I noticed that people was like intimidated by my memory. Like I'm sitting here telling them whole shits about theyself, and they don't like they been forgot about it. To where it made me see like, damn nigga, what else you remember? Shit. Yeah, on everything. That's what it is because shit, you're dealing with something that's a common ground with a bunch of different people. Like I say, it's not the drugs, it's the demons. Everybody is fighting a demon. Everybody, even if it's called like if you smoke cigarettes, you fighting a tobacco demon. You fight a tobacco demon. Everybody fight. They go look. Cigarettes kill you. You drink alcohol. You fighting the alcohol demon. Alcohol can kill you. You fighting the weed demon, but you don't hear about weed killing you. Ooh, this story reflections is gonna be dope. It's gonna be dope, man. I'm gonna open up a whole can, man. I'm gonna open up a whole can so y'all will fully understand the struggle that the Dirty Nation went through to even stay like relevant, and then y'all understand like to bring all those stories in the beginning, like I did the classics. Man, that was something else. And I think once I drop reflections, everybody that's a part of the Dirty Nation, man, y'all will appreciate it a whole lot more because it was a whole lot that was put into this other than just deciding I want to start a YouTube channel. Like it was more to it than, I want to do this. No, hell no. This was laid out. Like this was when I was in the cell. So all I'm doing is following my script that I laid. So when I let y'all know about my last year, it's I had to wait for certain shit to happen, but it's turned. He said, make you murder the fridge. This weed ain't like it used to be. Like this weed, like it different weed for different shit. It's different weed for different shit. So not all weed makes you make you hungry, and not all weed makes you happy like it used to. It used to be like one standard back in the day, or three standards back in the days. Fire, Bammer, okay. Fire, Bammer, okay. The okay was the green, the fire was the chronic, and the Bammer was everything else. UJ, what's up, buddy? UJ. Hey man, I was sharing with Dirt Nation, man. I was sharing how you educated me about the royal family. Fuck me up. Fuck me up. Hey, and we've been talking about drugs, man. We've been talking about drugs, so that caused this live to go like hella long. Damn, he said gold weed. Acapulco gold. I remember that shit. Acapulco gold. I mean, we thought that shit was fire. We used to be rolling big ass Garcia Vegas. I remember I used to roll connector blunts, right? I used to take a Garcia Vega and a Philly, and I would roll them and stick them together so that motherfucking blunt be hella long. Hella long. Hey, Eric, you ain't got to tell me exactly how old you are, but are you from the what? Are you from the '90s? You born in the '80s or the '90s or the 2000s? Nigga, or the '50s. If I was in the pen, would I want a quarter of weed, trims, or a pack of cigarettes? I want the cigarettes. I don't even smoke. I want the cigarettes. I could do some things with them. I could probably sell a cigarette because that cigarette is like three cigarettes on the line, right? If you bust that down three, yeah, that's about three cigarettes because you got to take the tobacco out the cigarette, bust that thing in three, and put them little tobacco rations in plastic and make it look like something. So, yeah, three, and you can sell three cigarettes for damn near like $10 now. So, how many cigarettes is that? How many cigarettes is that? It's 20 cigarettes. So what's that? 60? So that's damn. So yeah, I got it right. I'd rather have the cigarettes because I'll get my money. He said one filter in the feds was 20. I mean, I remember when cans was like $200. Like the whole can, $200. Either midnight special or Bugler. Bugler was like a little more though. But the midnight special, hell yeah, because off a can of tobacco, so y'all don't know, a can of tobacco, you can make like damn near $2,000. You probably make more. You make because what they do is they take the can of tobacco and they bust it down into pucks. Like you know the chew tobacco that people do, even that and that's another habit too. But the chew tobacco, that canister right there, a puck of tobacco, that's that. And that's like $50. Now it's probably more. But that was $50 for a puck. Or stack a box of chips. I want the Playboy DVDs. That's money. That's money. Go straight to but you don't but the thing is, like there's no like the first time I seen a DVD was like 2006. And since then, no, 2005. And since then, I didn't even seen a VCR at one time. But like DVDs, like they ain't got no relevancy like that inside. They just don't. Hey UJ, I'm trying to get my Aussie people to tap in with me. I want the same thing I did with you. I want to do it with my fellow Aussies, and there's somebody from Scotland I want to talk to. It's all good, Eric. It's all good. Hey, but you didn't tell me how old you is. You older than me? You keep saying 50 feet. Is that your new name for Louise? 50 feet? Yeah, on everything. TY was having my back, man. That was some good shit. We turned a couple of negatives into positives today, didn't we? Didn't we? Hey, Jack, that fake lean. The first time I saw that fake lean was in Florida. In Florida, outside of in Kissimmee, in Kissimmee, Florida, they got this it's like a flea market, like an indoor flea market. And inside there,
Right now. Here's a plate.
what you make?
Some pork steak and corn and scallop potatoes.
Oh yeah, thank you. Dirt got vittles dropped off. But yeah, man, T Watt definitely had my back, man. Accidents. You said a weed cart. What is a weed cart? Like a weed cartridge? Like all it is like you got from the lowest level is a stick. That's probably the cheapest thing you're gonna get a stick. But people don't still sell sticks. They sell hats. Then from hats you go to maybe a 20 ball or a 25 ball or 30 ball. Then 50s and then hundreds. Oh, you talking about ain't none of that in the pen. Ain't nobody vaping in the pen. Ain't nobody even smoking like nothing in the pen. Like when I talk about tobacco, like it's legal in the pen, it's not. It's not. There's ways that it comes in, but like you can't buy it on Canteen. When I first went to the pen, you could buy it on Canteen. You could buy lighters, tobacco, pouches of tobacco. You could buy all that shit when I first went to the pen. But cartridges, you're not gonna see that in the pen. That's too much. That's too much to hide. Like that's contraband. But now them what's the things called? Not the truths, not the truths. The ones that look like the USB, you might got action though. I'm gonna be honest. The ones that you ain't got a light or nothing, you just hit the button. You don't even gotta hit the button. You just gotta inhale. Just they got vape pens, right? You do it. All you do is this. That's it. You ain't gotta hit no button. You ain't gotta hit none of that. Just that's it. That thing would came in handy too, cause it looked like a USB. The jewel, not the, it's the okay. So the jewel, right? But there's another one. There's another one. Fuck, I can't remember the name of it. I smoke too much weed. But it's the jewel. It's like the one up from the jewel. Let's see if you know that one. Nah, it's they. If you put the jewel next to what I'm talking about, they damn near look the same. They damn near look the same. But the jewel is exactly what I was talking about. Something like that. They stopped smoking in California in 2005. 2005. So like 2004, we was hearing about it. Remember what we was talking about? You hear the rumblings, you hear the rumbles in the jungle, and next thing you know, bam, they took tobacco. But I wasn't. I listened to the rumble. That's why I stacked up. I had hella tobacco when I went to a level 3. Hella tobacco. He said, I knew, Eric Lackey said, I knew a big titty girl named Julie. Oh my gosh, she could suck and fuck. There you go. There's Eric's personality coming out. Check this out. I had a girl, right? She wasn't my girl, but like she was my homie's cousin, right? She was G-Way's cut. Oh, I shouldn't have put that out there, but it was his cousin, right? One night, me and G-Way, like we didn't stole a car. We stole 3 fucking vans. We stole a van. That motherfucker died out of something, like the battery died. We stole another van. That motherfucker died on the front part of the freeway when we was leaving Yolo County. So then we had to go back and get another minivan. And when we got back to Sacramento, that motherfucking van broke down at the exit. So we was walking up the exit. What you know, the big titty girl came up behind me and grabbed my ass, right? She grabbed my ass, you know, and when I looked back, I jumped like, whoa. So when she did it, I turned around. Why she ball her fists up like, you about to give me some of that? I was like, damn, I ain't never had no girl get at me like that. I ain't never had no girl get me that. Look, I was like this. I look back, I was like, all right. All right. So we get back to so when we get to where we going, we break into a bando. We in an abandoned house. G-Way in one room. I'm in the other room I'm in the other room, nailing her big titty ass, right? I was trying to titty fuck. Her titties was so big that the motherfuckers was like flop. They was crossing. Like she got back problems because they was so big. But I was trying to titty fuck, but them motherfuckers was like, you could probably tie them like in a knot damn near. Because them motherfuckers was just too fat. They was playing too big. Man, that shit was crazy. Hey, he said, I got a cousin. I'm like, what's up? She cool? He's like, she got some big ass titties. I was like, yeah, but what the face look like and the ass and all that shit look like? Remember, we teenagers. I'm like, what the ass look like? He was like, she got some big ass titties. Like that was the best. Like that was the only thing going, right? And she balled her fist. It was like, you about to give me some of that. Like that's like she literally told me, you about to give me some ding-a-ling. And I ain't and balled up her fist like I ain't have a choice. Hey, look, but here's the thing though. Like I fell in it. Like it was like blew out, right? But she had the nerve to be like, ho, 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 like I was killing it, right? Then I hear G-Way over in the other room bust up laughing. This nigga like he busts up laughing like she acting like I'm killing her. Man, I drowned in her shit. I drowned. Yeah. Hey, but she good people, man, good people. All right, man. So check me out, man. We ran way longer than any live that we ever did. Any live that we ever did. And that's what's up, man. We got to talk about a lot of shit. Drugs in particular. And the best thing come out of this is that idea. I forget who said it now. But me and Nate, let Nate know that we got a spread. Let Nate know. For y'all that's on Nate channel, let them know we about to bust this spread. But other than that, man, it's been real. And I will holler at y'all tomorrow, man. Shout out Eric. Shout out all the wrench mob. Get out. Shout out all the wrench mob. Shout out to new subscribers. Shout out to Luis and his ankle monitor. Shout out Jack. And everybody else who hung around the whole time. G-Way went back. Oh yes, G-Way went back in, man. He went to do a work project and they snatched him. So G-Way be back in a minute. But other than that, man, fuck with y'all, Dirty Nation. Next time I go live, it'll be to show y'all the new shirts. So y'all pick which ones y'all want, and y'all better secure that motherfucker fast. It's only 3, and there'll be more coming, but it's 3, and them 3 is different designs. So when I go live, y'all better be ready. All right, man. Dirty brother, go.